football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Cowboys coming up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his first look is incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And running with power here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Shaquille Barrett able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it's a second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Brady. Got him in. It's Brown.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight, run route. Again.
Brady now on first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Brady to throw again. He's got Gronkowski yet again. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Succop's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is Tony Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Elliott running right, pushes him over, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try to throw now. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Elliott. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Osa Odighizuwa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like, and down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. C.D. Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Shoves him aside. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 47 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A to drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on the punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. And he's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Elliott.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That one complete to Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. Play action now. Prescott. To the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Neville Gallimore. He's the one to get him this this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
It really helps your play calling because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
173 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Elliott bulldozes past him. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Second down and goal. Prescott, touchdown. It's complete. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. To throw is Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On first down, Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Now Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big, because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Delaney Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.